This is a character from Amazon's The Boys. This character is called Stormfront, and she is a gender bent character from the comics who was originally a Nazi super soldier. They've retained the Nazi super soldier element in the adaptation or whatnot, and added more to it, added layers to it, but it's still the same and whatnot. Uh, in the season finale, she's finally outed as being a product of a Nazi eugenics, and not so much that she's a racist or anything, but mostly the outrage is because she's over 100 something years old and was with the original Hitler's original party, you know. So all that goes viral, and it's pretty much that's the end for her, on all levels and whatnot. So she ends up being killed in a fight with the main characters, and ultimately, you know, eviscerated and destroyed by her lover's child, whatnot. So, I enjoy The Boys. That's a great show. I love the parody and I love the seriousness of it. I love the gore. I love the raw nature of it. It's even its look. Normally I would have given it a down for the kind of muted colors, but I think it works in this context of this series. But here we are presented with another, you know, old standard for villainy in the Nazis. You know, and I have no problem. They're horrific, man. The atrocities they did would never be erased off the face of the earth. But it also makes me, think. It offends me a little bit, as a person of color, because we have our own personal genocide that has occurred, for hundreds of years, and because it's the foundation of this country. Uh, Everyone that lives inside this country is given a free pass to look over it, because it doesn't feel good to realize that eventuality. They give it lip service, but they don't do anything about it, you know. And then others are, feel free to disrespect that legacy and that horror and atrocity and the effect that it had for generations of hundreds of years, you know. And part of the reason is, we still live in this system. It still oppresses us on a level if you think about it clinically. Whatnot. We're the poorest demographic and whatnot, and this has been by design, but largely. I want to go into all the little bullet points of this thing, but it is true that you know we are still with the people that did these things to us on a level. Their descendants and everything, and time has given them agency to rewrite our history however they see fit, because we don't own media platforms. We don't control our image, but you see that other people, they control their image, across this planet, but we're stuck in it, man. And so we're stuck in a system with the descendants of our oppressors, and we don't have any control over our situation, I mean, just imagine if we can make the movies about our Holocaust, or the slavery, or that we wanted to make, or what happened to the indigenous Indians of the land and everything. You know, just me saying this is probably triggering anybody within hearing distance of it that is not one of us. You know, so I just think it's shit. That they can continuously, you know, bring out the Nazis as these villains and everything. Rightfully so. They did horrible things, but we're not afforded that same narrative, to talk about our situation or whatnot. And if it is, it's heavily edited and whittled down and shit, because it makes people uncomfortable. That, this country is built on the blood and backs of slaves, all right? Slaves and indigenous people that were smashed to nothingness. And I'm not talking about the current indigenous people that are, have casinos and all that bullshit, have their, you know, reservations, and they have separation. We don't have separation. we're intermingled. Even on a genetic level, we're intermingled with our oppressors and whatnot. Can you imagine what kind of effect that has on us? Just think, man. Just think if we were ever able to control our image and narrative, maybe we could change things for the better. They like to talk about pulling yourself up by your bootstrap, but you don't even got a boot on your fucking foot, and the sock on your foot got a fucking hole in it. It's just some random thoughts. We don't control our image. They control our image. Everything that a lot of misinformed people who don't like us because of what we look like is based on egregious stereotypes and whatnot, and what they've learned, passed down from generation to generation of other, you know, less informed people and shit. If you, I might be so polite, you know. So, I don't know what to say and shit. I mean, I enjoyed the show and everything. I enjoyed it fully. I hope to watch the third season whenever that pops up. But it brings a bit of clarity, a moment of clarity in that we don't control our image. We need to be able to tell our stories the way we want to tell them and not have them stifled, and muffled, you know. But systemic indoctrination and racism and other factors make it a long shot for the foreseeable future. That being said, to the people that are offended by this, just me saying it, that it messes with you some kind of way when it does not concern you. It concerns us. Kiss my ass.